What's up, everyone? Nicole Menor and Kevin Moore here outside of Gillette Stadium as the Patriots get ready to be home for 2 straight weeks, starting Sunday with the Dolphins. And a lot of the talk today in the locker room is that this is a new quarter of the season. They're ready to put the first quarter where they went 1-3 behind them, and they're viewing this as a fresh start.
Yeah, fresh start. Really banged up team, but a reason why there might be some excitement is they can get a win on Sunday because they're playing a banged up Miami Dolphins team. The Patriots, they lost another captain today, David Andrews, but the Dolphins, they lost their most important player for the foreseeable future in two of the Patriots coming in as 1-point underdogs, and, they could possibly get some reinforcements.
Or the Dolphins are 1-point underdogs,
right? Yeah, the Dolphins are 1-point underdogs. I'm so
it's not often we see the Patriots as the favorites.
Being underdogs, but yeah, the Patriots, they have an opportunity to get a win, and the sentiments around the team, it's a fresh start, and it's upbeat than I thought it would be for a 1-3 team.
Yeah, the Dolphins, obviously, everything with the Dolphins usually runs through Tua, and Tua has had the Patriots' number over the years, and, a lot of them said, of course, you never want to see a player get hurt. I'm sure they love competing against him. And the Dolphins team does still have some explosive playmakers, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, so you can't completely sleep on them. But these are two teams. It's a division matchup. They're both hungry for a win and to get things back on track. So the Patriots really have every opportunity in front of them to start to turn things around. Kevin, you touched on it, though. A huge loss to this offense. Another injury. David Andrews, the center, the 8-time captain, set to undergo season-ending shoulder surgery.
Yeah, I think when we all saw him walk off the field, every Patriot fan, Patriot Nation, every media member was just like, all right, well, that's just the way the season's going to go. But, I think Nick Leverett surprised a lot of people the way he played. And, the Dolphins are really banged up on their defensive line. So, this could be a game where Jacoby gets more time than he has had, and that's probably good news for the wide receivers who, have showed some frustrations the last few games.
Yeah, and Jacoby said in his press conference today that David Andrews this morning was trying to act like he would give it another shot and play through it. Jacoby was like, come on, you can't. But he said something else that really stuck out. He said, you wish you could have 53 David Andrews. It just shows how much he means to this team on and off the field. Nick Leverett, again, you said, did a good job stepping in on Sunday. He's played with Tom Brady before. He talked about that a little bit today. But, this O-line, it really starts with the O-line at this point because we've seen just how much Jacoby Brissett has been pressured. Finally, it got to him a little bit in week 4. But, you need some continuity there, so we'll see if they can get things together this week. And, frustration is kind of the word you brought up. You don't want to see this team looking frustrated. We saw a little bit of it on Sunday with the wide receivers, so if they can maybe reel that in. Defensively, the talk was playing for each other, playing with each other, and not playing selfish, which I think is something that really this team is focusing on this week.
Yeah, we heard from Devon Gottschall, who, he said it was on them, and nothing has changed in the last years with the scheme. It's the same coaches, same scheme, so it's not like they're learning anything new like the offense, but I expect to see a different Patriots defense. A lot of point of emphasis were touched on today, with especially setting the edge. With Dolphins quarterback Stu Puntley, he's a runner, so we'll have to see if they finally set the edge. But going back to the offense, I think maybe Jacoby Brissett gets a little more on his plate because he said today he was kind of the co-star. He was featured in the offense because David Andrews, he signals out the passing assignments, pass blocking assignments. So maybe we see Jacoby Brissett, take control of the offense a little more. Or, just Nick Leverett, he said he's a smart guy and he can handle it himself.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes on Sunday. Again, home again. It feels nice. They'll be home for 2 straight weeks. Other themes of the week, I don't know. We have to talk about Drake May because we can't go a week without mentioning Drake May. Obviously, they're sticking with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. Gerard Mayo made that clear. He said the David Andrews injury does not impact how soon we see Drake May on the field. He said the two are independent of each other and they are sticking to the plan.
Yeah, and that plan probably is going to upset Patriot fans because, they're probably screaming for Drake May. But, I guess we just got to trust the process and listen, Drake's going to play when they feel comfortable in playing, and we're just going to have to accept that and stop asking. We're going to keep asking every week if Jacoby Brissett's still the starting quarterback, so don't worry. We'll do it.
And I think, again, this week will be important because we talked about it on the way up here today. Jacoby Brissett did not play a good game in week 4, but that was the first time we've seen him make those mistakes. He had 3 fumbles through the terrible pick six. He'd be the first to admit that it was a terrible throw. We really didn't see that from him from the first 3 weeks, so hopefully they can get back on track there. One other thing we didn't mention, too, Antonio Gibson might be getting the start over Ramondre Stevenson. Gerard Mayo said it is under consideration after Stevenson has now fumbled in 4 straight games.
Yeah, he said you can't preach ball security is job security and keep trotting out Ramondre. So, I mean, it's a move. I mean, if Belichick was here, he would
benched
Ramondre Stevenson week 1, no matter what he did. But, I mean, Gibson's been really good for the Patriots. I think he's been a shock to Patriot fans, and we saw Gibson get the first team reps in individual drills, so we'll have to see if he does get that start. But I mean, the way Stevenson answered some questions today sounds like, him and Mayo had a good talk.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, how, it was impressive how Ramondre just kind of stood up there and took it. He said, look, it's the elephant in the room. I have to hang on to the ball. It's not mental at this point. So he took ownership of it, and he said he knows the coaches have to do what they have to do. Unfortunately, this team can't really afford to go without him for a full game, so we'll see. But I think Gerard is trying to get the message across, and you feel comfortable with Antonio Gibson out there. So, we'd like to see the Patriots get back to what they did the first few weeks where they played competitive football, controlled the game. They need some points. One more little fun fact for you. The Patriots are averaging 13 points per game, I think, ranks second to last in the league. Who's last in the league in points per game? The Miami Dolphins. 11 points a game.
First to 6 wins. We'll say first to 6. Big Joey Sly game.
It could be a tough one. Yeah, and Joey Sly coming off, 63-yarder?
Yeah, getting a random...
That was fun. The drug test the next day is always how it happens. So we'll see if the Patriots can get back on track here on Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff. No Tom Brady in the booth. That was the rumor early in the season. No, he's not in the booth. He is not. Originally, I think the rumor was that he was supposed to be when the Dolphins lost Tua and the Patriots have had this start.
Yeah, I get it.
Unfortunately, Tom will not be in Foxborough on Sunday, but that's about it.
I was sad. I wanted to get a glimpse of Brady one more time.
Nope, he'll be on, I forget what game he's on, but it's probably one that will have
probably one
better
that
ratings.
Will not be first to 6 wins.
Yeah, 6 points, yeah. All right, well, that does it for us. We will keep you covered here throughout the week as the Patriots get ready for their Week 5 matchup against the Dolphins.